Hey guys, it's Aubrey with Magical Journey Adventures. The last time you guys see me is when I made a video regarding the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party when I did my video on that segment, and that was located on the East Coast, which is in Disney World, for their event for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So now we're going to go ahead and take a trip to the West Coast for the Oogie Boogie Bash, and I wanted to go ahead and go over my experience and what I've experienced at the Oogie Boogie Bash, which was last year. And I want to go ahead and give you guys some tips and tricks and the things that you guys can do when you guys go to the Oogie Boogie Bash this year. But I will not be attending this year, unfortunately. I will be going to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party located on the East Coast in Disney World, and I'll be attending that Halloween event, and also I'll be going on a Disney cruise in September to experience the Halloween on the High Seas. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go over some of the tips and tricks, what I've learned and what I've experienced when I went to some of these events at the Oogie Boogie Bash. Alright, so let's go ahead and go over tip number one. So of course, just like Mickey's Not So Scary, tip number one will be the arrival, and you want to arrive early. So when you arrive at the event early, you get in, I think about 4 o'clock-ish, pretty much the same time. They will let you into the park, which is at DCA. That's where the event will be taking place, in that Disney California Adventure Park for the Oogie Boogie Bash event. They will let you in as early as 4 o'clock. The event doesn't start until 7, from 7 to 12, I believe. And you want to go ahead and get all the rides that you can in for the event before the event starts. You want to walk around and also familiarize yourself with the treat trails. If you have time, walk around the park, see where all the treat trail locations are located. I believe some of the treat trail indicators have these Oogie Boogie Bash inflatable balloons that you can go to, and they will show you where the treat trail indicators are. I believe on the map they have the Oogie Boogie Bash. They actually have Oogie Boogie on the map indicators that state where the treat trails are. But my correction, it's not Oogie Boogie. It's actually one of those witches pots, like a witch pot, witch's brew pot, that has the indicators of where all the treat trails are. So that would be tip number one, is arrive early to the park. Now, going over tip number two is getting in line. So you want to go ahead and hit the main first trail that you ever want to start off with. Is you want to start off by getting in line, because the lines do get long for the treat trails, especially at DCA, at Oogie Boogie Bash. So it's very popular, the very most popular event in SoCal. So you want to go ahead and get in line, be the first one in line for the event, and you want to make sure that you are in line to get started for the first treat trail. Going on with tip number three, your first treat trail. So when you hit your first treat trail, you want to go ahead and you see the character. As you go through the first treat trail, you will see the character, and you'll see different you'll see different candy stations, and they give you a very good amount of candy when you go to the different trails, and you have to just go ahead and follow along to the other trail, whichever your second one will be when you do the treat trail. You want to go ahead and go over the different trails when you go and do the treats. Alright, let's go ahead and go into tip number four. It's going to be the characters. So along the treat trails, you will see the characters. So basically, the characters will consist of maybe Sid. It'll consist of Cruella, the new Cruella from the the live action movie. You'll also run into what is it? It was let's see, what's her name? Agatha, I believe. I think it's Agatha. Yeah, it was Agatha. It was Agatha all along. But it was Agatha as a treat trail. You have Cruella as a treat trail. You have Sid as a treat trail. And then there's there's another one. Of course, the man himself, the creature or the dark person of the night, Oogie Boogie himself. You will see the main characters of the show, of the event. So when you go along the treat trails, that's what you will experience. That's what you will see, is the actual characters along the treat trail as you're getting your treats from all the cast members. Let's go ahead and move on to tip number 5. Tip number 5 would be your bags. Now, the bags they have the plastic bags. Now, when I went to Disney World, they had in my first video, you guys would see the bags that were more durable, they were more sturdy. But the bags that are at DCA, they have plasticky bags. You know, they are pretty good, but they don't hold a good amount of as tough as the other ones that I had. The one I had before at Disney World. So what my recommendation is, get a bag of your own. Well, you can do it old school. How I used to do it when I was younger, pillowcase. Get a pillowcase, because they give you a lot of candy, you guys, at these treat trails. They give you a lot of candy. So you want to either get a pillowcase, get a durable Halloween bag that's like really durable, or get one of those cloth bags that's durable. And that's what you want to do, is get something very durable to hold the candy that you want to take with you. All right, let's go over tip number 6. Sorry guys, let's go over tip number 6. You want to go ahead and try to hit all the trails. So when you go on all these treat trails, you want to hit all of them. What my experience was when I went to the event for Oogie Boogie Bash, I would hit all the treat trails, not just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 and get on rides. I don't really do that. I just do every treat trail that there is on that map. And I actually mark my map and I go from 1 to however many treat trails that there is throughout the park, and I hit all of them. I don't miss not one treat trail. All right, going on number 7, tip number 7, the parade. Now this is the Mickey's Frightfully Fun Parade, and it consists of all the characters, all the Halloween characters. You have Mickey and Minnie, you have Jack Skellington, Nightmare Before Christmas. After Nightmare Before Christmas, you have Dr. Facilier, you have the Evil Queen of Hearts, you have all the villains, you have the Haunted Mansion, the Bride is there, and you have Jack and Sally, of course, from Nightmare Before Christmas, the floats that come around. Then at the end of the parade, it's going to be all the villains at the end of the parade. So that's what you want to do, is you want to make sure you get a good seat for the parade, make sure you have a good spot. I would say be at the parade before at least 9 o'clock, or I think the first one is at 7, I want to say 7 or 8. I think around 8 o'clock is the first parade. If it's not 8, it might be 9. I don't remember, but my only thing is, be there early, because the parade gets very, very full and very, very packed. And you want to be there early for the parade, because you don't want to miss the parade. It is a very, very good parade. I like the parade myself. They have a lot of cool characters, and I don't really have the best one, either Disney World's parade or Disneyland, DCA's Oogie Boogie Bash parade. There isn't one that's the best, because I like them both. So you want to go ahead and make sure that you're seated early, you get a good spot for the parade. Alright, going on tip number 8. Tip number 8 is the special character photos. Now what I mean by special character photos is sometimes there is designated characters that are not a part of the treat trail. They're like in separate areas of the park that you can take a separate photo with the characters in the park, and they're in different designated areas. And of course you're going to be waiting in a very, very long line. If you're there at the event just for the rides and characters, hey, go at it. But if you're there to do everything, especially character photos, be ready to wait in a long line for the characters. Now, as far as I know with special characters, these new characters that did come out last year was Ernesto de la Cruz. You have Mother Gothel, she came. Madam Mim, she was there as one of the new characters. And I think that was it. I think it was just 3 of them. Yeah, I think it was Ernesto de la Cruz, Mother Gothel, and Madam Mim. Those were the 3 new characters that was a part of the special treat trail, you know, event for Oogie Boogie Bash. All right, let's go ahead and go over tip number 9. Tip number 9 is the, I want to say, it's going to be the Red Creek Villains Grove. Yeah, the Redwood Creek Villains Grove. Now, the Redwood Creek Villains Grove, if I'm saying that and pronouncing it correctly, is a walkthrough, not a maze. It's just basically a dark walkthrough walk with all these amazing lights and amazing characters from different projections, candles everywhere. You guys have to go to this grove. It's located by the oh my gosh, Redwood, I believe it's the forest area. You know where the, oh my god, what's that hotel? The Cabin Hotel? Looks like a cabin hotel, but it's really not. Help me out, comment down below. What is that area? It's been so long since I've been to DCA, you guys. I need to start going back, but it's been a while since I visited DCA. But it's located on that area. If you guys have been to Oogie Boogie Bash, you will know where that attraction is located. The Redwood Creek Villains Grove. It's really cool, really nice. You guys will have a blast walking through the whole entire thing. But just remember, it has to be completely dark when you visit this attraction, this walkthrough attraction. It has to be visibly dark, literally dark, before they start letting you in. And that one is also a very, very popular attraction, is the Village Grove. And you want to make sure you get in line like quick, because it's a very, very long line, and it takes time for people to walk through and everything, but it's really, really nice and enjoyable. All right, let's see, let's go ahead and go over tip number 10. Is basically the last go around. So basically what I do is, like I do in Disney World at Mickey's Not So Scary, I do my last walkthrough go around. Basically what I do is I walk throughout the park to go all the treat trails again, because I love candy. It's my thing, and I walk through the whole entire park from the beginning to the end. I do a second treat trail go around, and I go to all the treat trails. And then what's cool about the last part of my treat trail, when I'm all done, when you're on your way outside of the park, they have treat trails there too when you're heading out the park, and they give you a pretty good decent amount of candy when you go throughout outside the park to leave to go home. And I think there's either 2 trails just heading on out the park. I think there's 2 cast members that are handing out candy, 2 sections of treats when you guys head out the park. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Oogie Boogie Bash and my tips and the things that I've experienced when I go to Oogie Boogie Bash, the things that I've done. It is really, really cool. And oh, I forgot, by the way, when you do some of these treat trails, they don't just give candy. They give baby carrots, they give pretzels, they give apples, sliced apples, raisins, craisins. They give all that. So there's a big difference between Mickey's Not So Scary's event and Oogie Boogie Bash's event, because they have 2 different parts of what candies they give out. They have those type of treats, and that's what I like about Oogie Boogie Bash, because they pretty much give you healthy stuff too. And also, if you have an allergy, excuse me guys, if you have an allergy, they will give out allergy friendly candy as well. Also, I forgot to mention that in my other video when I was at Mickey's Not So Scary, they also do the same exact thing. They will give you a healthier option, which is allergy friendly candy. It's like this bluish greenish token that they will give you, and you would have to take it to I guess another part of the place in the park to collect your candy, because they have allergy friendly candy at these events. Alright, so if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel at Magical Journey Adventures. Also hit that bell notification for more videos to come.